So at the tail end of 2024, I got further confirmation that certain groups of black men and women and probably some folks in between, but definitely predominantly straight black men and women online, especially on TikTok, are definitely what I'm going to refer to as a misery cult and in need of rescuing. The first indicator was the quick blow up and the equally quick downfall of one TikTok account known as Cooking with Kaya. Kaya went viral in black social media circles for being cute, shaking her butt, and cooking some high-level apartment meals.
Cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya.
Like, this was not Iron Chef stuff, but it was really dope if you like had your little girlfriend in an apartment and this is the best y'all could do, like high tier stuff in that regard. I don't know exactly which of those things blew her up the most. It was between those three factors probably, but it was also probably a reaction and backlash to her blow up that blew her up more. Like, this is one of the situations where, if I'm real, I saw more people responding to the backlash than I actually saw of the backlash. But then I am a straight black man, so I probably didn't see those parts. Still, I also heard that she had a sex tape leaked of her and her channel was eventually banned for a second. And I find it hard to believe that this was some type of like false flag thing from black incels. I think it was generally seemingly black women who just weren't fans of her presence online and were very angry at her for cooking decent meals and shaking her ass. It's not a good look. This is a bit of a tangent, but Kaya to me has some similarities to Sexy Red. Shout out to either Khadijah and Bo T Noir, someone I saw had this take before I did, so I want to make sure I put that out there. But Sexy Red and Kaya both do something a bit transgressive when it comes to black girly aesthetics, in that while she definitely is hyper feminine and a little ghetto fabulous, a lot of things that you would think would be popular with black women because they're very popular with, you know, black female rappers and other black influencers. What she did that was different is that she made sure that it was clear that she was really mostly seeking attention from men.
Did your girlfriend feed you tonight, or do you need me to?
I think it's also one of the reasons why Sexy Red got some of the hate she got, because she basically did the same thing.
I don't fight for my respect, bitch, I fight for D.
At least in a certain context. Again, I'm not sure who I got this from, but someone said that if Kaya was like, fuck these niggas, I'm cooking for all the bad bitches, or something along those lines, she wouldn't have had a backlash. But because she was more like, cook for your man before I do it, it came off antagonistic and pick me adjacent. But I wouldn't say it was fair to call her a pick me though, because she never really put down other women. But that pandering to men in such a way was just not appreciated for some chronically online women that turned her into public enemy number one and really spent probably a whole lot of their own personal time that they could have been using to improve their own lives, trying to ruin hers.
Does anybody on here do voodoo? I got a bitch I won't turn into a possum tonight.
There's a lot of other things I wish I could get into with Kaya. Like, there was something kind of cool and low-key wholesome about her fandom of young black men. There's not often, in my opinion, enough public spectacle made for black men's appreciation for black women online, especially in a place like TikTok. It only seems to be a thing that happens when the woman is not black. So I would have thought this would have been a cool moment for everyone to see, but you know, there's always that small portion. There's also something to be said that Kaya wasn't some unattainable like hyper baddie. She's still very desirable and pretty from a feature, complexion, body standpoint, right? Like, this is not some transgressive thing. It's not some radical departure from standard beauty aesthetics, but she also wasn't rocking $3,000 bundles or the flyest clothes. Like I said, it's clear she was doing all of this from a regular ass apartment, not some big influencer mansion. So what she was doing, which again may have also been a part of the backlash, was very attainable. It was very normal to not all, but a lot of regular black women. I'll let somebody else dig deeper into that. I'll see if I can find some of the TikToks that I definitely like let influence this take here. But to me, this was just the appetizer of bad gender drama conflict going on in the last days. Hopefully, maybe not hopefully, I don't know. People tell me TikTok is good actually, and I guess I can see it, but the old head in me is like, you know, good riddance. Anyway, we got worse shit to talk about. The biggest clown show to me in the last month, well, second biggest, there was a literal black civil war because Beyonce did a halftime show, but like, I got to get to that in a couple of weeks probably. I don't have time. The biggest nonsense other than that has been the adoption of a new hate target by a certain type of guy online. And this guy has targeted Liana Lene, the girlfriend of Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter. For those who don't know, Travis Hunter is a top tier college football player. He won the Heisman, which is the biggest award anyone in college football could get. He's going to be drafted in the NFL draft in the spring, probably in the top 3 picks. And this is happening because he had a legitimately legendary, like never been seen before season this year, and is a bona fide superstar, already a millionaire because of NIL deals, will probably make $30 to $40 million over the next 3 or 4 years because of his rookie contract. And then after that, at just 25, 26 years old tops, he'll probably sign a contract for $150 million. He's set. He's going to be set for the rest of his life. His family's going to be set, etc. He also, like many college athletes, has developed a social media presence, which has often featured his girlfriend, now fiance, Liana Lene, as I said earlier. And this isn't and wouldn't be anything special. A lot of college girlfriends to big time players have built social media presences around their relationships. And this would be fine and dandy if not for the fact that it seems like Travis and Liana have been going to the same school of public relations as Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens. And I can't believe nobody has pointed out this similarity yet, at least not anyone that I've seen. This microphone is heavy as shit. My arm's burning. I won't go into full details, but much like Jonathan Owens did Simone, Liana had a few moments that if it was just a regular relationship that wasn't public, it wouldn't really matter. Maybe it'd be a little awkward at most, but under the spotlight of social media, a lot of these things were made into men's newest target for projecting all their frustrations and insecurities about women. And I'm gonna take a moment. Gentlemen, I know some of y'all don't think you're misogynistic if the woman deserves it. And like, that phrase deserves it is still like, brothers, I need y'all to chill out. I need y'all to chill out. I need y'all to chill out on Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor, do I have time for that? So it started with calling her a gold digger because she allegedly wasn't interested in Travis when they first met as teenagers in high school, which is like, y'all, like. But then after that happened, a couple of other things were taken out of context or hyper-analyzed, and anyone who is hyper-analyzed the way this girl has been is gonna have some ugly moments. And then finally, they seemingly, because I haven't seen real confirmation of what this actually was, found evidence that she might have been unfaithful to Hunter a couple of years ago. And they've been together for like 6-7 years at this point, and maybe 2-3 years ago, she maybe was with another guy. Who knows? We literally do not know. Now, if I did know Travis and Liana, and I did understand the opportunities that Travis had in front of him, and the fact that all women are not angels, and there are gold diggers or women that are toxic to your career and your goals that exist in real world, I would maybe pull Travis aside and try to understand what's going on and get a perspective as to what may be happening in their relationship. But I don't know Travis. I'm not in their relationship. Just like if I knew Jonathan Owens, I would tell him to be maybe more thoughtful about how he talks about his wife. But I don't know Jonathan Owens or Simone Biles, and I'm not in their relationship like 99% of the people who seem to be all in their business all the time. I do not know them. And it's funny because like 6 months ago, I swear there were a ton of men, black men specifically, who were defending Jonathan Owens on the same issues. But the internet is a miserable place with a short memory. So none of that history, none of that prior learning you would have think could have happened ever comes into play whenever the shiny new thing comes to get people mad again. And I really mean all this stuff I'm saying about some of y'all. Kaya, Travis Hunter, Simone, whoever else is coming next. People try to act like they're participating in this toxic discourse because they want to help, because they care about Travis Hunter or the men manipulated by cooking with Kaya or whatever. But that's not true. It's not helping Travis Hunter to have his girlfriend being exposed all over the internet. That's not helping him at all. Just like it didn't help Simone Biles, who thankfully did go on to have a very successful Olympic campaign. And even Jonathan Owens, well, I don't want to talk about the Bears season much.
Oh, this one will be paid back over and over again.
But it ended on a good note. Shout out to Tom Grassi. But y'all don't care about them. I made a video a little while back about rage bait that I still stand by. But one thing I failed to like include in my analysis there is the realization that some of y'all, certain folks who consume this type of content, it's not because you're being tricked or manipulated or that you don't know any better, that you're just being caught up in the algorithm. It's because you're miserable, awful, toxic people, and you seek out negativity and toxicity wherever you go. And your favorite thing to do is to find toxicity where it's actually not existing, and you create it in that space. And it's like you found new oil or a new feeding area. Like it's bad. You all don't mean well. You don't care. You're not interested in improving the lives or improving the situation for any individual person. You just want to play in the mud. And I could respect y'all more if you would just admit it, but a lot of y'all don't. So please, whenever you pop into the comment section of some ugly, toxic thing happening on TikTok or YouTube or anywhere else, take note of who's there. If you care about your own peace of mind for this type of stuff, if you're one of the lucky few that did not know much of all the things I said in this video, block those people, block those terms. You'll be better off for it. I'm FD Signifier, and this has been Light Work.